He decided if African Americans could not sit where they wanted, they would rather walk and keep their money. This is called a boycott. You refuse to support a business until you receive fairness. The boycott lasted 381 days until African Americans won. They could now sit anywhere on the bus.
So remember Daddy told you that we're not celebrating Christmas this year or Black Friday? That's our boycott. We're going to refuse to spend money with any businesses until we get equality. You got that?
Got it.
All right.
See? That's the picture.
Nice.
There were many Jim Crow laws that African Americans wanted to change. There were separate toilets, water fountains, parks, schools, theaters, and restaurants for blacks and whites. There were Africans, whites, and groups that boycotted, marched, and were beaten so that we could be free. Martin Luther King Jr. won the Nobel Peace Prize in Nobel Prize in 1964 because he felt freedom could be won with peace. Dr. King's love for justice was greater than his fear of death. And then these are little signs, I guess, about stuff.
That showed how it was unequal.
This is a long chapter.
Who?
Malcolm X was many things. He began as a criminal and prisoner, but became a student, organizer, minister, and world leader. Malcolm was a Muslim minister for the Nation of Islam. He was a very good speaker and drew crowds the size of Marcus Garvey's. Malcolm X taught
racial
pride, economics, and self-defense.
You okay?
Self-defense. Some people say King's programs were aided by the fear whites had for Malcolm's program.
You need some water?
Yes.
All right, let's pause. Go ahead and get some water. So I'll talk to you while you're drinking, okay?
Okay.
So Dr. King believed in peace, meaning that if someone beat you up, or someone hit you, or a police officer hit you, or a white person hit you, that you just didn't do anything back. You just let them kick you, spit on you, hit you, and he believed that peace would win. But Malcolm X believed if somebody hit you, you hit them back. Because if not, they'll keep bullying you, right? And so what the book is saying, that a lot of whites and a lot of people supported Dr. King because he was the easier person to deal with because he believed in peace, right?
Right.
But Malcolm was just telling black people that if they pick up guns, we got to pick up guns too. If they throw rocks, we got to throw rocks too. And so Malcolm helped Martin because Malcolm stood up for us and was willing to fight. When Dr. King, he was willing to fight, but he promoted peace. He'd rather not fight. That makes sense? Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
Camera's rolling. And only you would get water and lemonade. Let's finish this up. Reverend Jesse Jackson. I'm sure that's what it says.
Reverend? This is Rev.
Oh, this is Reverend.
Okay.
Rev. Okay, Rev stands for Reverend. Okay, Rev.
Reverend Jesse Jackson was a follower of Dr. King Louis Farrakhan.
Louis Farrakhan.
Louis Farrakhan was a follower of Elijah
Muhammad.
Many people try to. Oh, did I show you the picture?
Let me see.
Of this one, this picture.
Oh yeah, Malcolm and Martin. That's to the left is Martin Luther King. The shorter one is Martin Luther King, and the taller one you see is Malcolm X. Mm-hmm. Those are two of our greatest leaders as well.
Many people tried to separate King from Malcolm Jackson from Farrakhan Douglas from Delany. They want Africans to make choices, but give more information about Jackson, King, and Douglas. Douglas, King, and Jackson believed in boycotts, marches, non-violence, and equal opportunity. Delany, Garvey, Muhammad, Malcolm X, and Farrakhan believed in owning businesses, land, schools, and self-defense. We like all of them because they all want Africans to be free. We should really more
rely
more on the message than the messenger, because messengers die.
Right, so half of those messengers, Daddy was on a phone the other night with Minister Louis Farrakhan. He's the one to the right in that last picture. He's still alive. He's older now, but he's still fighting for our people. And I was on the phone with him. And he's the one to the right, right?
He's the one to the right?
So yes, the shorter one to the right.
He's the shorter one?
Yes, and the one to the left is Jesse Jackson.
This is Jesse Jackson.
Yeah. And
this is the one my dad, Jay Morrison, talked on the phone.
Which is yesterday. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
That's right. And they all believe in our rights, but Jesse Jackson and Dr. King, they didn't believe. They believed in boycotts and they believed in marches, but they didn't really believe in self-defense, fighting back. Mm-hmm. Minister Farrakhan, Elijah Muhammad, and Malcolm X, they believed in fighting back. That was the difference.
The struggle for freedom remains in Zenith, South Africa. 4 million Europeans have control over 22 million Africans. The whites have the best of all resources, and they force Africans to live on the poorest land. The whites have more and better guns. This form of slavery is called
apartheid.
Nelson and Winnie Mandela, Bishop Desmond Tutu, Oliver Tambo, and many groups lead Africans in their drive for freedom. That was the end of chapter 3.
All right, good job. Kiss. Proud of you. And any message for the people?
Yes.
What do you want to say?
My message is that even though whites were better, they thought they were better than us, but all in God's eyes, He sees that all people are equal, and that we all should be treated equal, and that you should be proud of what you are.
Right. And what are you?
And I don't understand.
You are an African.
And I am an African.
You're an African in America.
I'm an African in America.
And you are a beautiful black princess growing to be a black queen.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Alright, so what are you?
I'm a beautiful black princess growing to be a beautiful black queen.
And you are from where?
From America?
No, you live in America.
Africa?
Yes, but we are from Africa.
We're from Africa.
And we live in America.
And we live in America, that we should be proud of what we are.
Right, we are proud Africans.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what that book is teaching you, right?
Yes.
About our great people. We've been through a lot of things, right? It's been tough for us, right?
Mm-hmm.
For our people, we went through slavery, but we were the first kings and queens,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
We invented math and science, didn't we? The Africans.
And we made pyramids.
We did make pyramids. And we had good resources in Africa. And we treated people friendly. No cheating. Name 2 African American leaders. Who I said was the greatest?
I remember his last name. I just can't remember his
What's his last name?
Garvey.
Marcus Garvey.
Marcus Garvey.
You remember another great leader?
I think I can remember that we have
Martin who?
Martin.
Dr. Martin Luther King.
Dr. Martin Luther King.
Right. And Malcolm X was another great leader, right?
Yes.
Alright. So you took a lot of information in. It's your second time reading the book. But I'm sure everybody's going to watch this video is going to appreciate you sharing. And you're going to study this your whole life. You know that?
Yes.
Alright. As long as you know. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Kings and Queens, for reading with us. Please visit youngmindscan.org to join the movement. Peace.